legislator who is also the winner of our 2023 Care Champion Award for her commitment and dedication to improving Maryland's care infrastructure. She is the chair of the House Health, Government, and Operations Committee, stewarding all of the state's health-related bills, and works to increase access to care and reduce health disparities. Please give it up for Delegate Joseline-Pena-Melnyk.
So, good evening. How's everyone doing?
Good.
And thank you for your patience. You know, this is really, life happens, right? And we as humans have to be flexible. But this is really a topic that is important, and it was an honor to be here when I was invited. And I'm actually here with my wonderful friend, County Executive Rochelle Baker. Nice to see you. And many of my friends here. This is the work that you do is really God's work. So my staff always helps me put these points together, and I never stick to them, right? I speak from the heart. So I'm going to try to honor them by reading a little bit of what they wrote, okay? But don't tell them that I'm going to deviate from it as well. So I would like to express my deepest appreciation for the home health profession. Home care is one of the fastest growing occupations in the United States, yet it continues to be overlooked and undervalued. Did you hear that? Overlooked and undervalued. We must recognize the efforts health aides make to protect our vulnerable populations, to protect our loved ones, right? We trust them to take care of them. We must also recognize the demographic of this position. It is a job that is typically assumed by women. Women who radiate invaluable characteristics of compassion, resilience, and humility. The relationship formed between a caregiver and their patient is a cherished one, almost irreplaceable. I can tell you a story that is very personal to me, and I'm sure that County Executive Rochelle Baker is going to share the same with you. My stepdad, I actually took care of him, and he lived by himself for a while. But then I went to the Dominican Republic last year, and I brought him to live with me. He was actually someone, thank you, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. My mom passed away, and outlived her by 15 years. So I promised her that I was going to take care of him, and I kept my word. So when I brought him here to Maryland, he needed surgery for both of his eyes. So I had to drive him to Hopkins, take him to his surgery, take him to his appointments, right? Then it wasn't only that. It was that after the surgery, he was on 4 different medications for his eyes. They had to be administered every 2 hours. My son, actually, who's here today, put together a little graph of the times that we needed to administer the drug and who administered that drug. But then he got COVID. And when he got COVID, he got very sick. And I had to give him a shower. A grown 83-year-old, I had never done that. My stepdad gave him a shower. One of those times, he actually defecated on himself. I had never experienced that. And I had to clean that. And I called my husband and my 3 kids, and I said, I need help. And we were all in this tiny little bathroom as we took his clothes off, and one of us put him in the shower, the other one took, the underwear and the clothes to take it to the laundry room, right? The other one was cleaning the floor. And at that point, I said to myself, you can't pay me enough to do this. Honest to God. That's what I said. Because it's a lot of work. A lot of work. And he ended up becoming well and then getting sick again and ended up in the hospital. And I stayed with him until he took his last breath. And I, at that moment, and through that experience, gained respect for this profession. Because it takes a lot of care First, you're taking care of someone that's not even your relative. You leave your family at home to take care of someone else, and someone else is taking care of your family. You're not getting paid, not even a living wage. The conditions of the job are not even what they should be, where you can get respect and recognition and get paid. It doesn't happen. So as chair of the Health and Government Operations Committee, I recognize the importance of having good policy. The importance to make sure that every policy has you in mind, and that we have a good, excellent, respectable work environment, because you deserve it. And I give you my word that I will continue to do that. Now it takes two houses, right? So the work needs to be done in both houses as you do it as well for a bill to pass. But I understand the work you do. I understand the respect that must be given to this profession, and that we don't pay enough. We pay enough for athletes, right? We value that in this community, in this society, but we don't value our caregivers, people that take care of our loved ones. And I have to tell you that I appreciate what you do, because I know you do it from your heart. And I hope that God blesses your hands and your path, and you have a friend in me in the Health and Government Operations Committee. Now tonight, after our next wonderful speaker speaks, you're going to see, God willing, a documentary about this profession. And I hope that it touches your heart, and that when you leave here, you become active, that you become a voice, that you become an advocate, that you contact those senators and delegates in Annapolis and leadership about the laws that need to be passed. Now I want to thank SEIU. I want to thank 1199. Thank you so much for the work that you do. And they come to Annapolis and they sit there and they wait patiently many hours to speak up on the bills that affect you. And they do it with honor, humility, and with respect. And I thank you so much for everything you do for this profession and for the state of Maryland. You have a blessed day. Thank you so much. And I look forward to listen to hear from my wonderful friend, Rochelle Baker. Thank you. Thank you for the honor. This is really beautiful.